from Theron Ramacharaka. Just for a moment here, I'm going to do this thing that it's a word that I like from the movie A Few Good Men with Jack Nicholson. I'm going to engage in a little spitballing concerning this thing that seems to be on, upcoming, forthrightly upcoming. This thing that seems to be a source of a lot of confusion and apparently inherently involves confusion itself. This has to do with some kind of like a savior about to show up, a savior, whether it's the second coming of Jesus or I don't know. Savior, okay? In the real sense, the actual sense, like the real thing. And then it's opposite, with immense confusion occurring with regard to which is which. And both might appear to be saying the same things, or we might be so confused and deceived, or affairs might have it that the one appears to be the other and the other appears to be the one. So we wouldn't know which is which. And then there's also apparently some rising confusion that I can detect over whether either one of these, while appearing to be instantiating, is even a real instantiation. So if you can get through one layer of the confusion, then you face the next. Well, I have posted elsewhere here. Now, the answer to the war on consciousness, and this certainly seems to be a part of that. I mean, when it comes to illusion, delusion, deception, looking for the way out and so forth, oh my goodness. This is definitely what I guess would be part of what I prefer to call, instead of a war on consciousness hijacking. And I have pointed out elsewhere that the answer to it is the movement toward true selfhood. And I'm saying it again. And for that, we are each responsible. And the reliance on some external being is starting to look a little bit silly. I said that elsewhere, and I'm saying it here again. This dependence on something to come along and save us could just get us in some trouble. It has before. The answer is within, and that has so many levels of meaning. So I propose, when it comes to these extremes, is the extremes being the savior on one hand and the opposite on the other. And then whether that set of opposites there, that set of extremes as a thing in itself, like right here, see this pen, here's on the one end the savior, and here's on the other end the non-savior, the deceiver, the desavior, the deceiver. Okay, this line right here, this apparent line that joins the two, okay, with its polar opposites, right? Then there's, the other thing that is this whole line even real? When you have this instantiating, is that a true instantiation or is it a deception? Well, folks, I'm just spitballing. Remember that. I'm just spitballing here. Right? I'm just proposing that this whole thing is a distraction. Really. There is a level of understanding and looking upon this, which is I'm proposing in my spitballing that that's a distraction. That we can stand at the balance between these extremes. This one, right, and the one intersecting it, in a sense, which has it. Is this a deception, the whole thing, or is it not? Like, let's say we've got these two guys. This guy comes along, standing over here, right, and then this one, and we can't tell which is which. Like, is it this way or is it this way? Whoa, can't tell. Okay, and is their appearance even real, or is it a holographic projection? For what, whatever. I say, apply some knowledge, some basic understanding of principles. Let's say, like laid out in the arcane formulas elsewhere here in my channel. Pretty simple ideas at some pretty fundamental levels of operations in the cosmos. Get poised at the point, get centered in the point of balance between these extremes, whether it's this one or that other one intersecting it. Okay? That I just stated. Get poised in the middle of them, and then raise your level of awareness about it all to a new level. In other words, get out of that confusion. But first, kind of get poised in the middle. And then you can raise your awareness beyond that and understand that this looking outside for an answer to this kind of situation, okay, to this whole thing that is like the general subject being approached here about saving or non-saving or leading down the right road or leading down the wrong road for the entirety of humanity. Good grief. The answer lies within. Always has. It's no different now. Take steps toward true selfhood. And hey, maybe one of the results will even be seeing things a little bit more clearly rather than in a confused manner. That just might be one of the results. I don't know. I'm just spitballing. Remember? Okay.